Hey, it's me, Big P. I wanted to do a quick overview of my day one gear of the league. We're about to go kill Act 10 Katava, and I kind of am just adjusting to like weird Spellslinger stuff, and I just thought I'd go over how I was feeling about leveling with it, how I was feeling about the league in general. And yeah, overall it's pretty smooth. Spellslinger itself is massively buffed in terms of reservation efficiency. So you can like get away with a lot more a lot earlier than you usually would. I would really, if you are planning on playing Spellslinger at all, get that gem into some part of your gear and start leveling it as soon as you can. It brings up the reservation efficiency. As far as how my build is going so far, it's more generic fire Spellslinger. I think either Volatile Dead or Detonate Dead. They're just taking a little bit too much work. I kind of like running damage auras like Zealotry and stuff, especially on Inquisitor. I just did my third lab and I'm about to I pretty much picked up Firestorm as self-cast pretty much as soon as I got the gem. Does really good damage and is kind of nice. It has a big front-loaded hit and then also does like damage in an area, so since the tree is scaling whatchamacallit, fire damage and area damage, you just get to use it. I really wouldn't try forcing any of the corpse skills too early, if not just because in terms of mana reservation, you know, to make it automated completely, it's a little bit tricky. So the most straightforward setup I found was just, for now, is just having a 4-link Firestorm and a 4-link Wave of Conviction, just so that, you know, it just makes all your day. It's got great coverage. I think I'm actually using increased AoE in the Wave of Conviction, just for help with clear. And that's it. You just run around Frenzy. It's one button. It's pretty decently fast. I can actually take Onslaught out of my links now, because I just got the Flask in Act 9. And the buffed flasks feel great now that they're at 6 seconds base. There's like some weird new modifiers. Speaking of flask, I do have an enduring mana flasks. I think unless you have like a decent, you probably need a little bit more than I currently have. You'd probably unreserve the Zealotry and just go for half. You might be able to fit a Herald of Ash in instead. That's decent. You could also just be a little bit tankier. You can go for Vitality, but oh, I forgot to spawn my Golem. Once you get Pious Path, you're really going to want either a Golem and or Vitality somewhere, because life regen really going to help you stay alive in Scary Hell World. I'm very much enjoying Scary Hell World League, so much so that I'm like kind of really taking my time in terms of speed. As far as a potential build guide goes, I really don't know. It kind of feels up in the air as to whether or not I'm going to fully transition into one of the corpse skills, because I don't know, maybe I just tried to transition too early with like Desecrate and Volatile Dead without having enough attack speed or whatever, and mana regen or whatever. It just feels really bad early on. The balls feel like way slower than I remember them, and for a league like Scourge where stuff's jumping at you like crazy, you really are going to want something more front load. That's probably why you use both VD and DD, which would mean that we're going to have to do like Spectre stuff. But I saw you girl DS Lily tweet about how Spectres aren't like staying properly in your hideout, so that's enough to maybe just make me want to go just straight Volatile Dead, see if putting that in a 5 or 6 link is enough. And then maybe we can fit in like a damage aura. Maybe we can fit in even more if we go low life. And then we can do like pain attunement and stuff. But for now, I don't know, we're going to see. I'm probably going to be mapping. I'll probably make the switch after I go into the corpse stuff here. And maybe fill out like some more crit here. Now that I was Elemental Overload until like a level or two ago, when I got my third lab. Probably a little bit early, but I might pick up an Astromentus just to like bring up your crit chance a bunch. Where is it at right now? Yeah, see, you do have power charge on crit that you can put on like your utility setups and stuff, if you want. I'll mouse over the gear real quick. The +1 to fire spell gems is really nice. Found this early. Flame Dash, Arcane Surge, ignore the Elemental Focus, I don't even know why that's there. Spellslinger, PCOC for the Wave of Conviction. You can swap this for Conk Effect for bossing. Firestorm, Combustion, Onslaught. You can swap this out for another actual spell. Support Gem, damage like you do Conk Effect or Spell Cascade if you want more coverage, I guess. I don't know, Firestorm just felt really nice and straightforward while leveling. Even a self-cast, like if you don't feel comfortable spell slinging and you think it's like a little weird. Ignore this stuff. This is like, I tried to transition too early using like Spellslinger, Desecrate, and Spell Cascade, but yeah, like I said, it felt bad. Cell Tree is really good just because Consecrated Ground is like your bread and butter as Inquisitor. It's insane for you in terms of regen. I was definitely feeling a little bit squishy in this league mechanic until I got my second lab and got Pious Path and all that. But yeah, otherwise, I'm about to go live and just kind of push into maps. As soon as we kill Act 10 Katava, it'll probably be the first thing I do on stream or whatever. And we'll just see how it goes. I know Zizaran and Jungrun, I'm kind of copying their tree, but I also kind of maybe feel like going like Glancing Blows and block, like some form of mitigation might actually end up being ideal in later maps, because you are, if you do take a big enough hit, like, you know, we don't have that much actual mitigation. You're just kind of relying on your double dipped recovery in terms of life regen and energy shield regen. It's pretty good. So I mean, their tree's pretty solid. So if anything, neither of them are actually playing this build. So you know, if you want to stop by the channel or the Twitch stream to see how it's going, I don't know, we'll see. I'm not super hyped on it as I was initially. Maybe it was just that initial little clunkiness in the early transition, but we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, or I'll have the POB up for this, but like, don't copy it one-to-one. This is just an example of gear that you can use. Yeah, basically, this is the faster attacks, frenzy, and inspiration. Barrage, you only really need when you have to like trigger both the Desecrate and your Corpse spell at the same time. And then, yeah, shield is just shield. It's just leveling gear. I just picked up shit off the ground. I've been crangling stuff. That's why I'm taking so long. Kind of weird to play with a league mechanic that is very literally actively backtracking, but you can like use it to like scout pathing and stuff if you're a super tryhard. Seems pretty cool. So hopefully, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching.